Hey,
What's
I
up, Silent Storm?
say,
What's going
hello,
on?
my brother. Can you hear me? Hello, my brother.
I hear you. Can you hear
Oh,
me?
I can hear you.
All right, talk to me.
Can you
What's
hear
on your
me?
mind? I hear you. What's on your mind? Talk to me.
Um, I, I just want to say, a lot of time jail and prison is often used as like the tool, like against our conscious people, our big people in the community. But I also want to say, like I got introduced to the conscious community about 20 years ago, and it was from a brother who had did a lot of time in prison. So a lot of the time, the brothers that come out of prison, they usually like they picked up something, they picked up a bit of knowledge. And that's usually how us sisters, that's usually how we come into the conscious community, from the brothers that we meet in jail. My early part of my life, the streets had a hold on me, and I had, some gang activity and things. And as I got into the conscious community and I saw like a lot of the signs and the symbols, they actually meant more than what I always thought, when I was banging in the gangs, but I feel like a lot of times, Big Mama has a way of bringing things full circle. Cause I also noticed like when the brother Rashad, the same week or about a week later, when brother Rashad went to jail, that was the same week that the Young Thug and all the rappers and all
Yeah.
them, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
That was the
Yeah.
same week.
Good
So
point.
I'm
Good
just
point.
so I'm just hoping that, they try to work against us, but I always feel like there's always something, something working for us. So maybe that was all planned, maybe sometimes that's what some of the brothers need in order to be able to open up consciousness and be able to think on a higher level. And thank you, brother, for having me on. And I love your show.
Thank you, sis. I appreciate the support. Peace. All right. Shout out to Silent Storm. Let's get to sisters. Sisters is heading up the line. Let's get to Nick. Nick, what's up, Nick?
Peace, God. What's the word?
Peace, peace. What's on your mind, my brother?
I just want to talk about how the younger generation, we all got that messianic energy that you was talking about, having
Mm-hmm.
that street knowledge and that consciousness in us, and we all have a message that we wanna spread. How you think that we can get it out there?
Indeed, indeed. So where you from, brother?
From NYC to Bronx.
Oh, you from the Bronx? Okay, okay. So let me ask you, who in particular, like, what kind of information you into right now?
Your information. I ain't gonna lie.
Like
I
like
watch a lot of
spiritual, quantum, health. Like, what resonates with you? I'm just curious.
spiritual.
Okay, okay, cool, cool, cool. Did you grow up? Was you into religion when you grew up? Like
Yeah, Christianity,
Christianity, Christianity. What woke you up? What made you wanna get into like the conscious information?
music.
Who in particular? What music? I'm real curious. What music?
XXX Tentacion.
Oh, that brother. Okay, that's what's what was he? I never I listened to a few of his songs, but one in particular. What was he talking about?
He was talking about his emotions
Mm,
and how we all relate.
yeah.
No matter what age, no matter what race, no matter
Mm,
what sexuality, we all
mm,
relate.
mm,
And
mm,
that was your brother really speaking, really talking, and he was about his spirituality too. If you really do research on him, he was
mm.
really speaking about how music has frequencies and people are controlling us, and we got to start creating our reality. We got to start stepping up as a people. You know?
I heard that video with him talking about frequencies. So you are exactly right.
Yeah.
I need to put that on my channel to show people because that was a powerful
Facts.
some powerful words he said.
Oh yeah.
For real, for real.
Bro, be talking.
I appreciate you calling in, my brother.
No problem, bro.
All
Peace,
right,
peace and love
peace.
and light.
Yes, sir. Peace. All right. Shout out to my brother Nick. Yeah. Shout out to the brother X Triple X Tension. I think, but Triple X, my brother woke up a lot of people. Woke up a lot of people. Yeah, he definitely woke up a lot of people, and a lot of the younger generation resonated with his music. I don't listen to music as much as I did in the past, especially the newer rappers. So I'm not sure what's going on, but there's a couple of them, like the Cordo. I think I'm saying his name right. Like a lot of people tell me the Cordo got substance. A lot of people tell me Triple X got substance. So there's a couple of the young brothers that people are telling me, yo, this young dude got substance. But I'm just not. I don't just listen to music as much as I used to. So shout out to all the young brothers and sisters in the hip hop generation that are spreading knowledge and information to the people and not just, spreading ignorance to the people. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to yeah, rest in peace, Triple X. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Let's get to the next video call. Ascending Infinite. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you, Brother Rich.
What's
Am I
happening?
good?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
What's on your mind?
So I just wanted to touch on the perception and
Yeah.
why they keep feeding that lower level vibration, not just so that they can survive,
Mm-hmm.
but because they know they are about to be extinct, they are dwindling, they are the true minority. They have to take down as much of us as they can, right? It's easier to train your replacement, right? Letting the, let's take it back to slave days, right? Having the house Negro controlling those who may be a free thinker. So now it's pushed to procreate outside of our race so that having that mixed blood can help extend them in some way. So it's very important for us to dive into this wealth of knowledge that the age of Aquarius is giving us. Just like you said, the tools aren't evil, the tools are there. It's based on who, it's based on who wants to take over the programming and the perception. So just like Billy Carson, right? I know we all don't have his resources, but he didn't like TV. He got a TV channel. He didn't like social media. He started a social media app, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wanted our community to start gardening. I started a garden. I
Mm-hmm.
started a YouTube channel to try to enlighten and teach. We all can do our own part. And if we start in our communities, it will allow the vibration to reverberate on such a louder scale. More people can pick up on that. But it's on us to stop falling back into the old paradigm of comfortability and take that quantum leap and allow ourselves to shift and move and accept that we are gods, we are goddesses, we are creators, and things may not always be peaches and cream because that's not what being a god and goddess is. You have to create multiple different things and multiple different perceptions in order to live your full dimensional life. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all I wanted to share. I love you all. I love your show. Thank you so much for that masterclass, by the way.
Oh,
That
you
is a,
oh.
yes, I was in there and I saw the ebook. I almost ordered that cards ebook. I got the not the ancient symbols. I got something else that she shared and I almost ordered it and then she gave it to us for free. So shout
Mm.
out to Aquarius Maximus. Shout out to you, Brother Rich. You are deep in your Virgo energy. I'm grateful for you. I'm glad that you've come into your lightened stage to help many of our gods and goddesses remember who they are.
You got the potential to be a speaker. You got that type of energy. What's your YouTube channel?
Ascending Infinite Goddess.
Uh,
That's everywhere. That's
that's
my website. That's my YouTube. That's my IG, Ascending Infinite Goddess.
family. Make sure you support Ascending Infinite Goddess. I definitely see the potential for you to be a speaker or just to motivate and influence people. I definitely sense that energy in you. So shout out to family. Make sure you support Ascending Infinite Goddess. Thank you for calling up, Queen. You enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you, Brother Rich. Peace to
All
you
right.
and the fam.
Peace, peace. All right, all right. Let's get to the next call. Who's this? Layla awake? Layla, you
Like
there? You hiding?
I'm here. I'm here.
Layla, where you at? You
I'm right here.
Oh, you don't want to be seen. Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
That's
I
cool.
do want to be. Can you?
No, I can't.
I'm thinking I'm visible.
No, you're not.
Maybe I
No,
didn't click on
the
something.
screen is gray. The screen is gray. I can't see you, Layla.
Okay. Okay.
It's
I'm
all
trying
right.
to see.
I don't mind. Just what's on your mind. We
I
don't mind.
want. I want to be on. I'm trying to see where I need to click. I haven't went live like this before.
All right.
So
So
can you? But can you hear me?
yeah, hey Layla. All right. So investigate that. I got to get to the next call. I'm not gonna. You're gonna be
Okay.
in the
Let me
background.
investigate it.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm
All
gonna
right,
let.
all right. All right, let Layla figure that out. Let's get to Ashami. Ashami, what's up?
Hi, how you doing, Brother Rich?
Peace, peace. Sis, talk to me. What's on your mind?
First, I just want to say I'm so grateful, for your channel and all that it's brought. I'm also 23, and I'm a number 8. I was born on the 8th, so I'm where you
Mm,
say you started at, right?
that's what's
Um,
up.
I'm working on numbers right now, learning a lot about the 369 especially.
Mm-hmm.
I've been finding a lot of that. And I was wondering, I know the third dimension is the earth, right? We're the third planet. I know the ninth dimension is the heaven. That's our base. That's where we come from. But what is the sixth dimension? because as a kid I did not like the number 6 and I had no idea why. Now that I learn more and more what 6 means, I know my natural reason, but what is it spiritually?
I'm the wrong person to ask. I don't know in particular. I will ask. I will. That will be a question I will ask a speaker in the future. But I don't know what they give these intellectual attributes to these dimensions, and it sounds good, but I don't know how true. We don't know how true and accurate they are. Like the eighth dimension, I don't know.
Right,
So
right.
yeah, but I will ask somebody in the near future, whether it's Dr. B or Billy Carson, or somebody that's into the metaphysical cosmic realm. I will ask them definitely.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you, Brother Witch. Y'all stay blessed. And like everyone keeps saying, more positive is coming than negative. So I appreciate
What
you for
what?
being a part of that.
Let me ask you, sis. I mean,
Mm.
let me ask you a question before you run off here. Let me ask you a question because so what? Because me asking you a question, you answering it can help and influence a lot of people along their journey. So, what made you get on your journey of consciousness to discover who you are?
Honestly, I've always been, like a really intellectual kind of person. But if I'm
Hmm.
honest with you, these last few months, since I would want to say about May, I have been living the premonitions that I experienced previously. All of, like, for example, there's a video you did with Brother Yaki where he's talking about, for example, the devil. And I was like watching it. I'm doing my little, yoga at the park. And I'm like, I've heard this before, but this is a brand new video. This is live. And I'm like, what is this thing? So really, it's been in me. It's been awakened in me. And of course, my mom, she had a great influence. She watches videos of yours, and she started
Oh.
with Brother Pharaoh and all them. So
Oh, okay. All right, yeah. Shout out to moms because
yes,
moms put you on your shout out to moms. I definitely appreciate it. And I appreciate your support. And I will definitely keep what is the sixth dimension. I will keep your question in mind in a future interview. But I appreciate you calling in.
I appreciate you, Brother Rich. Take
Yeah,
care.
yes. Take care. Peace.
Peace.
All right, Layla got it together. Layla, you got it
I
together.
did.
Woo!
Yeah.
Layla got it together. Go ahead, Layla.
Thank
Go
you.
ahead. All right.
I
All
got it
right.
together. When I saw that you were given the opportunity, I came up, and so I got had a lot of multitasking going on. So I
Yeah.
apologize, Brother Rich.
It's all right. It's all right.
I apologize to you,
What's
but
on
I
your
want
mind, Layla? What's on your mind?
hey, I wanted to come on, and very powerful live that you're doing, and I wanted to piggyback on the point about loving our people doesn't mean that we're hating other groups.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of teachers I'm hearing lately, and they're stating that in order to ascend, we must open our heart chakras and love everybody. We cannot ascend if our heart is not open to where we are receiving everybody. And I don't disagree with that. I definitely don't. In my ascension process, my heart chakra has been open for quite some time. So I do realize how important that is. However, and you tell me what you think, Rich, but I also believe that it's a process for us neuromelanated family. We have been under subjugation for so long, for all of these years, 500 years, and I can't see us just, getting to that. And there may be some, but getting to that level of frequency where we can just forget everything, or just act like it didn't happen, or whatever the case may be, where we can just, you know, love everybody without flowing through a process. And you tell me what you think. I'm asking your opinion. Um, Trying to get there, we got to first, I believe, learn how to love ourselves. We've been taught to hate ourselves and hate each other in our group. So being able to get to that place, like I say, that I don't disagree, but I say it's a process to get to where we can put all this bullshit aside that we went through, and it's a lot. We have every right to address it, and then get to that place to where we um, can elevate to that highest frequency in love. And I don't disagree with you know getting there, but what do you think in
Yeah,
reference to that? How do you feel?
yeah. I think it's important we acknowledge what happened. I'm not. I don't think we should pretend like what happened didn't happen or ignore what happened. I think that it's healthy for us. In our first stages of consciousness, we will be angry, and I think that's healthy. And we should allow each other to exhibit anger if that's what
Mhm.
we exhibit
Mhm.
at that time. But I think that
Mhm.
if you're true to consciousness, you
Mhm.
always grow, you always elevate.
Absolutely.
Eventually that anger would dissipate, and you will
Yeah.
find a higher level of consciousness in which, or as I
Mhm.
said earlier, a greater truth. The lesser truth is that we are oppressed. The greater truth is that we are gods and goddesses, that we are primordial beings, that we existed
Absolutely.
before the moon, the sun, and the stars. Now, what sound better? What sound better? Some cracker lynched a nigga in 1968, which is bad, or that we are
Yeah.
older than the sun, moon, and stars? I think that we are
Yeah.
older than the sun, moon, and stars sound way
We
better,
are
way more powerful than a cracker who lynched a nigga in 1955. Not to say that's not important. That is very important to know.
very
And I'm
important.
not letting that cracker off the hook. And that's not a racist
Mhm.
term. Cracker is the
Mhm.
person who cracked the whip.
Crack the
That
whip.
was that was a
Absolutely.
term.
If you know
So it's
history. Hmm.
exactly, it's not a racist term. It's a term
Hmm.
for somebody who so-called cracked the whip. So I'm using the
Hmm.
term that they use in history, so-called
Right.
history. But what I'm saying
Right.
is, sister, we have to. That's great, but the more conscious we become, we have to
Yeah.
understand the greater truth. And
But
the
it's a
great,
it's a process.
definitely a
And I know
process. It may take
I'm
10
hearing from
years.
some people that they're already there.
Yeah.
But not for everybody ain't gonna
No, no,
just
no, no. But
already
listen,
be
no,
there.
no, no, no. Let me tell you this, sister, because this
What
is
you
good.
say?
This is a good conversation.
Yeah.
I'm already here. Y'all see the glory, but y'all don't see
Hmm.
the story. I went through
Yeah.
that phase. All of us went through that phase. But you see,
Yes.
y'all see Brother Rich now. Y'all didn't see
Hmm.
Brother Rich when he first started. When Brother Rich
Absolutely.
first started, Brother Rich was just like y'all.
Yeah.
But Brother Rich elevated. The point is, I was
Yeah.
just like y'all, but I continue to grow. I don't want people to
Right.
be in that stage and not grow. The point is,
Oh yeah.
sometimes we get stagnant and stuck in a stage. We have to
Hmm.
continue to grow and elevate. I
Right,
know where you're coming
absolutely. And
from.
I totally agree. And that's my also how I view it. And
Mm-hmm.
that's the process that I'm expressing here is
Mm.
that, but it's a process and everybody's on a different and some of us had a lot of ugly stuff in our histories. I had a
Oh
brother
yeah.
that was murdered by a racist white couple and and actually fed to animals. So, but I understand, and I agree what you're saying totally. I just wanted to get your take on that. And I appreciate you bringing me on.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say, hey, follow me on my YouTube channel, Layla Awake. Um, I focus on my people, the neuromelanated, and that's my number one. I don't hate anybody, but my people is where my focus is. And I say
Indeed.
yes. So in my process, as I rise, I fall into place. But my
Yep.
right now, my people is my focus. So
And like I said, sis, earlier I said
mm-hmm,
Chinese, white,
mm-hmm,
Asian, or whatever, their people's where their focus is. They just don't have to be as vocal as us because they haven't
yeah,
gone through what we're going through. We
that's
have to
right.
be vocal because it takes being vocal to wake our people up.
I
So
know.
don't feel shy about being vocal. We're forced to be vocal because our
Oh,
people are that much asleep. So
don't worry, you'll be
yeah.
amazed. You'll be amazed at where I am. Go check me out.
All right. Everybody check out Layla Awake YouTube. Shout out to
Layla.
sister Layla YouTube. I appreciate you calling me for the real topic, the real conversations. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's a conversation right now. I'm hearing
Indeed.
different content creators talking about how to ascend and where we all should be. But I understand we're going to be at different places. It's a
At
process.
different
And
times.
I,
I
I
did.
just really want to push that. We
Yes.
can't be at the same place at the same time.
I appreciate it. You take care.
Thank you. Be
All right,
blessed.
peace.
And
Peace.
I say to you.
Ashe. Man, that was a good call. That was a good call. That was a good conversation. That was a good topic. And that's something that black people deal with a lot. How much do we ignore white supremacy? How and when we become spiritual, we want to know, well, what to what level should I ignore what's going on with my people? If I see a police killing, how much should I ignore that? Because I'm spiritual now, I'm metaphysical now, and I am high vibrational now. So how much do I ignore the police killing? And that's a personal judgment call. And like I said, personally, you acknowledge it for what it is. You don't allow somebody to. You don't allow them to manipulate your emotion. You could get emotional about it, but get emotional about it in a way that it's going to benefit you. If you want to be a revolutionary, go on to be a revolutionary. Revolutionary. Nobody's stopping you. If you want to use that and be an alchemist, like for example, I use the what happened with white supremacy. I use it to be more independent, to work for myself, to get to get my girl to understand that we should create our own family business, to start to buy foods because I understand what they was doing with the foods. I used that to motivate me to take better care of myself. I understood what they was doing with the foods, with the school system, or with this or with that, and I used that to motivate me to do other positive things. You have to use something negative to motivate you to do positive things. That's what we have to do, or that's what we should be doing with this thing called white supremacy. But a lot of times, white supremacy beats us up. It's a hell of a program in this matrix. And unless you black, you won't understand. It's a hell of a program. It will beat you up. It's tiresome. It's exhausting. It's to the point where black people like I don't even want to hear about it no more. Listen, let's. I don't even want to talk about that race shit no more. It's dealing with white supremacy is exhausting. It is exhausting as a melanated being. I understand that. You don't ignore it, but at least allow that to propel you. That's why we teach alchemy. That's why we teach metaphysics and spirituality. Just allow that to help you to be the best version of yourselves and not get dragged down by it. We gonna whew. Oh man, I'm tired, y'all. I've been talking for a while now. Yeah, it's exhausting. Listen, I'm gonna take a couple of more calls, then I'm gonna get out of here, family. Take a couple more calls there. Let's get to SS Primo. Nigga,
Oh,
wake
yo.
up. Wake up, nigga. What's up?
Out, bro.
Wake up,
What's
nigga.
up, bro? Yeah.
So what's on your mind, brother?
Hey, man. I just want to say something because
Yes.
I grew up I was shortly. I was born in Zambia, which is
Mm-hmm.
Central Southern Africa.
Mm-hmm.
I left to New York when I was about 12, and now uh, I'm in China. So I've been in three continents, and I've been a black man three times.
I
So
like that.
yeah,
I like that.
I want to make it clear that if you're black, it doesn't matter where you are. I've literally seen the same thing. So
Mm,
in Africa, you still, if you go out of the box, you still be looked at. I came to Asia, I was still looked at, and in New York, I was still looked at because I'm still African, but I'm not really African American. So that
mm,
was in high school. So at the end of the day, I realized it's kind of like we have to close our eyes for a second.
mm.
Like we have to really like do shadow. I think we gotta be like shadow warriors or something. I don't know how to say it, but what happened was if we keep looking around us, like if we keep looking, I'll just say something like when I was young, I'm still young,
Mm,
but
mm,
something like even just with the females, you feel me?
mm, mm,
If you just look at the person, you'll be like, hey man, it tastes good. You look at food too, it looks good. It really looks good. But if you close your eyes maybe and just think about it, that's the shadow work. It all looks good. Even our situation right now, it might look like we're getting freedom, like for example, the colonial stuff, and we have like Independence Days for my country, and it looks that way. We celebrate, we have this big thing, and we have a few victories here and there, and it looks like victory. But really, like what's going on? It looks that way.
mm,
We can just like close our eyes and do the real work, which is just like it's you. It's only you.
mm,
So my country is not me.
mm,
I don't know if that makes sense. Nothing is ever me. It's just when I close my eyes, it's our reality. So be in America, be in Asia where I am right now, in Africa, it don't matter. You just open your eyes the next day and you gotta do something to be better. That's it. There's
mm,
no like it doesn't matter who the enemy is. Sometimes it's white, sometimes it's yellow, sometimes he's a rock, sometimes the enemy is a rock. Like
mm,
you feel me? It
mm,
don't like we gotta like kind of just understand that the enemy will always be there. But you just
mm,
close your eyes. And how do you go through that? Today is rain, tomorrow is snow, okay, for our time, I guess it's the white man. A couple thousand years later, it'll be a blue man.
The baby-
Like you'll always be somebody, bro. Come on, bro. How long? Like it will always be somebody, bro. For
Okay.
real.
Okay, young God.
All
I
right, so
hear
right
you.
now, but I like the Doctor B serious. He's crazy,
You like
man.
you like you like Dr. B
Oh
said.
man,
Yeah, he's off the hook,
oh,
right?
I'd be
Yeah.
like, damn, thank you. I just say
Yeah.
thank you because I'm
Uh,
in a position. I'm just like, even finding this channel, I'm just like, thank you, because I don't
mm,
know how I found this. I don't know what it even means to me. I don't know
mm,
why I'm here. Because I didn't want to come on. I was like, man, should I go on? I'm like, nah, this is not my business. You feel me? But I was like,
mm,
you know what, let me go on. Let me just go on. Who I don't know what I'm doing, but it's like you just close your eyes and today is this, tomorrow my like for, probably for today, this is my rock. This is my white man for today. If that makes sense.
oh yeah.
Today is my white man.
I
I
feel you.
overcame it. And I'm really gonna be good. Like this was my rock for today. Like should I go online? Should I even send anything? This
Mm,
is my rock. So every day you have a rock. There's an enemy every day, but just close your eyes and overcome. So saying that it's your family. I know you got a. I'm not sure, but I heard somebody say you got a kid. That's all you have. That's your
mm,
life.
mm,
So it's
mm,
just what's the enemy today? Today might just be your diet.
mm,
Literally, today is like your diet. That's your enemy today. If you don't overcome that pizza, then you failed the day. Like you could do everything, make a million, you could like get the, get everything. But if you smash the girl, you actually failed the rock of the day. So we gotta stop like the enemy is not always this whole big celebration. Sometimes it's just did you wake up at 6 in the morning? You know what I mean?
Brother,
It's
how
so
old are you? How old are you?
I'm 27. 28. I just turned 28 in
You
July.
you you grew up with a mother and a father, or
Yeah,
who was
both my parents and I grew up. Yeah, that was in Zambia. Yeah, both my parents, my dad, my mom. My dad passed away in 2014. Had a
it?
stepbrother, so I've seen the whole.
I just really appreciate and like your way of thinking, brother. And I just we on different parts of the world. We in different parts of the matrix of this holographic universe. And I just want to send love and light to you, brother, and tell you to keep doing your thing where you at, and not to stop doing what you doing, because where you at, you can raise the level of consciousness just like me. In whatever form, it could be through art, it could be through speaking, it could just be through music, it could be whatever form. But I see a certain energy in you, brother, and I just want you to continue doing what you're doing. And I recognize the wisdom in you, brother, for being so young, especially in your 20s. So keep doing what you're doing. And I appreciate you calling in today. All right, brother.
Hey man, peace and love to everybody, man.
Peace,
Take
peace, brother.
care. Fight your battle, man.
Do you
Spread
want
that
to
rock.
do you want people to follow you? Do you want to give up your shout out to your website or anything, social
I
media?
only have Instagram that I use, which is
Instagram.
has
Tell the
my
people your
yeah.
Instagram.
It's CT. I could type it.
Yeah, yeah. Type
CT
type it in the chat.
underscore T underscore for illusion. I'm gonna type it in. Yeah, this is just somewhere where I do my. Because for now I only have Instagram, but the whole
Mm,
point is again, everybody, please just your today, whatever you're doing today, just that rock for today, please. You can't beat you can't go to like NASA and you know what I mean? Like just for today, just close your eyes. That today
yeah.
battle,
And
that
then
today.
so I
Yeah.
just put his Instagram on the screen for those who want to follow the brother. C underscore T underscore free illusion. All right.
So
If you want to follow the brother on Instagram. Thanks for calling in, brother. I'll see you next
appreciate
time. All right, peace.
appreciate it.
All right. Yeah, shout out to that brother. It's always good energy when I do these live video calls. I really appreciate the people who call in. We're gonna take I might take one more. I think I'm gonna take two more, then I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna take two more calls, then I'm gonna get out of here, right? Because I've been running my mouth for a long time. Shout out to everybody. It's too late to call in. Somebody said, how do we call in? The calling is over. The ability to call in is over. But I'm gonna do this. I might do this twice a month where I take live call-ins and once a month. I think I'm doing once a month for the last 3 months. I'm not sure. You should do these lives often. Yeah, yeah. I probably should. I do them every month, twice a month. How often should I do these live call-ins? Like, let me ask you, how often should I do these live call-ins? That's what I would like to know. Like, some people do them every day, but I ain't gonna do it too much because that I'm already interviewing people. I'm not. But how often do y'all think? Twice a week? Nah, that's too much. I ain't doing it twice a week. Nefertiti Kingdom said twice a week. Eh, once a week, once a month. Kafunya said twice. I don't know, week, at least twice a month. Uh, I think twice a month. If y'all like, cause I I would love for the people, y'all get to interact with people who aren't speakers. So I ain't gonna do it once a week. Nah, I think twice a month. I'll try to do it twice a month. I think I'll try to do it twice a month. I'm gonna do this twice a month to let y'all hear the people. I think I would definitely try to do it twice a month. Let's all right, we're gonna get to two more. Then brother Rich gonna get out here. I tell you, I got food to eat, man. Y'all niggas playing games, man. Let me get to El Suit Typhon. Brother, what's happening, man?
What's going on, brother Rich? How you, man?
Man, that's a powerful name, man. What's on your mind? You was on here before, right?
Yeah.
Nigga, if you don't get out what's on your mind? I remember you. What's on your mind? Talk to me, brother.
Oh
Talk to
man, I
me.
just called in. I seen that you was taking the people. I think you should do it at least once a month, man. You know what I'm saying?
At
Give
least once a
people
month.
a voice.
Okay.
Give people a voice. And another thing, like when y'all be doing y'all promos and y'all be going out to different places, how come y'all never come to North, man? We got a conscious community down here. I'm pretty sure you know about the Source of Knowledge bookstore. You know what I'm saying? Like that's our only source for for getting information. And that's like one of the places that term. Well, I always knew about. I always was like a student of the history and everything. But I got one book from there, The Destruction of Black Civilization by Dr. Chancellor Williams. You know, and I was talking to the lady the other day from that only store, and I was asking like, how come? Because I think she, doing red. So I'm like, why you don't ever bring them down or whatever? So she said she was gonna try to get them in the hood and everything like that. But as far as the racism stuff, and another thing too, when last time I wanted to say was that you drop a lot of jewels on people, but we have to understand the history of our people before we get a key to walk through the door of the mystery. We can't just jump into the mystery. Like, I don't think it really go down like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this hero's journey is for each and every individual soul, because that's what it comes down to in my book and from what I learned in my studies, about the soul, because that's what it's all about. All that stuff on the temple walls and all over the place, it was all about the esoteric science of the soul, because that's what it comes down to, right? Because we really not this physical matter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Be serious keep telling us, like, because like basically the dark matter, that's melanin, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, is it?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah,
So what do you, all right, you're a little chop. Your audio's a little choppy. We can't hear you that good. I can hear you, but I know the people. I see the people saying your audio's choppy. So
yeah.
talk a little louder. But so as far as the esoteric knowledge, let me ask you this, my brother, because you're a little bit more on the advanced level. Let me ask you your opinion. Do you think that the esoteric knowledge should be given freely? Not freely, but should it be given on YouTube or should it be reserved for people that are on a certain level?
I think that it should be reserved, like it's saying the Kabbalah, like I say, get the milk to the babies and the meat to the strong,
Mm-hmm.
like that, like because now I understand why it was preserved, because I think that people really don't understand. You got to first, you got to in the understanding, you got to understand it yourself. You have to internalize it before we could go teach it to somebody else. It's everybody. I don't think that they just. I think that it should be preserved. That answer the question. I think that it should be preserved, and I think that's why it was preserved through the ages, through the secret, through all the secret doctrines and all of that stuff like that. But it's ultimately is our information. It belongs to us. Like you said before, you said the master teacher said too, that we are the custodians of that information.
Mm-hmm.
It is ours. It is ours to reclaim. And as y'all, and plenty of guests say, we are moving to the age of Aquarius. So the information is out there, but I also think it's like an overload of information. Like you said before, it go in degrees. You have to internalize it by degrees. Can't just jump in and be like, this, that, and the third. Nah, like you gotta hit the books. You know what I'm saying? Like you can bring all the people here and they can drop all the information, but you gotta go ultimately get on the bike and do the research yourself. But I think that it should be preserved. You gotta spoon feed it to the people. You gotta like spoon feed it to them. Like just can't get it to them raw because they, you gotta spoon feed the people the information. At least that's what I anyway, in my humble opinion. I
Hey,
think
no,
that's
no, I definitely agree with you. El Sut Typhon, listen, email me because I want to hit you up directly. I'm gonna have a panel discussion and pretty soon, and I would love to have you on that panel. Email me, Richard Merritt. I'm sure you've seen the email, Richard Merritt at Yahoo. I want to get you on that panel. Somebody who's not a speaker but is able to offer their opinion about what's going on. So email hit me up on Richard Merritt at yahoo.com. All right.
yeah, no doubt. What was wrong? I appreciate your appreciate you giving me the time for the second go round and everything like that. Bro, I
Yeah.
see you was back in Harlem the other day, man. How I feel walking through the streets of
Oh man,
Harlem,
I
man.
loved it,
How I feel
bro.
walking
Bro,
through the
I
streets of
loved it, man.
Harlem,
I
man.
loved it.
Back on the blacktop.
Yeah, yeah, I loved it, man. I absolutely loved it, man. It
Harlem is
felt real
home, huh?
good. Yeah, it's always gonna be home, brother. It's always gonna be. Where you from, brother? Where you from?
I'm from out here. I'm from Dirty Jersey. I'm from the brick. Man, no brick.
So you from the Brit? Okay, so you lived there
Yeah,
your
I
whole
heard
life,
you
New
had
Jersey.
time talking on your show. You said you came out here and got a steak and take. You had to go see the
Oh,
icon.
nigga, I forgot I
Take
said
that
that. Nigga,
steak
that
and
steak
take.
and take was good. The best fish I ever got.
Yeah,
The food truck.
yeah,
The best fish I ever. The Muslim brothers out. The Muslim brothers out there.
yeah.
They got the
The
food
brothers
truck.
down there where you said you was at, that's where it's at.
Yeah, yeah, man.
The brothers definitely down
Best
there.
fish and chips out there, man. Listen,
But
hit me up on email. We gonna chop it up. Hit me up on email.
I'm gonna definitely hit you, bro. Yo, keep doing what you're doing, like I said before, and keep your foot on the gas and keep mashing forward, man. No looking back, all gas.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna talk to you soon, brother.
Peace.
Peace, peace, peace. All right, shout out to that brother. That brother was on the last live stream I had when I took call-ins. His phone was a little choppy. I still heard him in my headphones. I hope y'all was still able to at least hear him, but that brother was on the last live stream we did. Shout out to that brother right there. We're gonna do one last video call, then brother Rich gonna get out of here. We doing Ashe 9 affirmation. Sister, what's up, Queen?
Hey, Rich, can you hear me?
I hear you good, loud and clear.
All right. So I just want to piggyback off of when you and the sister was talking about how loving our people is not us hating another group of people.
Yes.
So I just want to say I came into consciousness through brother Bobby Hemmett. So I
Mhm.
seen one YouTube video after another, and he got hundreds. So you get sucked into a rabbit hole real quick. And so I'm a doula as my side hustle. I work at a hospital. So when I'm advocating for these black sisters in this white space, I see the hate, I feel the energy, and it's important for me to continue to advocate for these black sisters. We are the group of people, the group of women that are dying under the birth rate at a faster rate than any other group. And so when I try to tell these sisters on how important it is to hire a doula, hire a black midwife, um, it's important. And so it's a good show on Hulu called Aftershock. I feel like that should be mainstream media that everyone should be watching. I feel like we got to raise up the black women. Yes, our whole group of people have been through a lot, but especially the black women, we got to raise up. And I appreciate you getting more black queens on your show today. I'm super grateful for your channel. I'm super grateful that I found your channel this year. I don't know how I came across you, but I'm grateful for it. I'm just happy, you know what I'm saying, to advocate for these women. And I travel all across the country to advocate for these women. And for me, it starts with your diet. I followed Orisha Oshun back in 2019 before I even came into consciousness. I just started to follow how she was eating differently, how it changed her mental, her spiritual, and she really inspired me. And so that's really how besides Brother Bobby Hemmett, that's how I came into consciousness, is changing my diet. And it sounds really cliche, but it really gives you a clearer mind and a clearer focus to receive the downloads that you're getting, because your head and your body is really clouded with things that's not, with information that's not, with thoughts and energy that's not yours. But once you detox and fast and clean out your body, you can receive these downloads that the ethers are trying to give you. So I just wanted to thank you for bringing me on here. And I just want to say big ups to Brother Barbie Hemmett, big ups to you and your channel. Sisters, hire a doula, hire a black midwife. And I'm grateful for you, Brother Rich.
Hey sis, I want to tell you, doulas are extremely important. And I want before I say what I say, please email me richandmerit@yahoo.com. Just your information. I'm gonna do a show in the near future just on doulas. I'm gonna have a panel of doulas on the show, and we're just gonna talk about the whole birthing process. Doulas are extremely important. My queen had a doula when we gave birth to our son, and it was extremely important. It was extremely psychologically. It helped so much with her because we didn't do
It
things
does.
we went to a hospital, but we didn't do things the traditional way. Like we had certain requests and demands. Like we didn't want that bright light on when my son was born. We weren't certain therapeutic play. We he wasn't, we just did certain things. And having somebody to advocate for you is a big help.
It
So
is.
doulas are extremely, extremely important for a list of many other reasons. So
And
I
I do want
definitely
to. Oh, I'm sorry.
go ahead, guess this guy. You
I
good?
do want to add, it's super important to have a birth plan when you're going into these hospitals.
Yeah, yeah.
I seen Brother Billy Carson speak about this too on one of your interviews. A birth plan is super important when you're going into these white spaces. And even if you have to go into a hospital, have a birth plan, but let's start moving into a space where if you're low risk with no complications, let's start doing it the ancient way, the indigenous way, and having our births at home. You know what I'm saying? And even if you do have to go to a hospital, a birth plan is super important, like you were just talking about, Brother Rich.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? No bright light when the baby comes out. Not wiping off the I forgot the word at the moment, but not
I
wiping
know,
off
I know what
the
you're talking about too. It's
yeah,
embryonic fluid. Is the embryonic fluid? What's it called?
yeah,
The
it's the I don't have my birth plan in front of me right now, but there's so many things like when the baby first comes out,
Somebody will tell
immediately
us in
go
the
to
chat.
the brother to the mother's chest,
Yeah.
breastfeed immediately. No tests done as soon as the baby come out. That's very traumatizing for a baby. Being snatched left and right to do tests and things after a baby is first born. So let's start having a birth plan once we go into these hospitals. And even if you're low risk with no complications, let's start having our births at home with Black midwives and Black doulas. And it's just super important. And even before the baby gets here, your diet, and I don't even like to call it a diet, it's your lifestyle. Your lifestyle, the things that you eat are very important while you're pregnant. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to download certain information to your baby in the womb while you're pregnant. You want to make sure that you're eating a happy and healthy diet so that baby can come out happy and healthy.
Listen, sis, I was supposed to been do this show. I'm gonna use you as a motivating factor. I really need you. Don't bullshit me, sis. I need you
I'm
to
not. I
email me.
won't. I won't.
Email me, Richard Merritt at Yahoo. All the doulas, hit Brother Rich up. I am going to do a show with the doulas sometime in the month of September, and I'm gonna put a post on my YouTube channel tomorrow. Tomorrow, family. I'm serious about this. I know a download when I get it. I know when Spirit tells me to do something. Shade 9 affirmations is the final confirmation I need to do this show because I was supposed to been do it. I appreciate you for calling in today, sis. I'm going to do this show before the month is out. You're gonna be in it if you email me, and a list of other doulas is gonna be it. I'm gonna do a show with doulas across the world, black doulas. We're gonna do a show because bringing these star seeds into this world is one of the most important things that we are neglecting.
It's
We are
these
concentrating on
ancestors. They back.
everything after that, but how about let's at least bring them into the world the right way? So
Absolutely.
they're not even getting vaginal births like they used to. So, and that's very important for the microbiome and everything like that. And you could talk to
And I
KT about that and everything else. What's up, sis? Go ahead.
I
Go ahead,
encourage
finish.
everybody to watch the show Aftershock on
Mm.
Hulu. It talks
What's
about
it
a
called?
couple.
Aftershock.
It's called Aftershock
Okay.
on Hulu. It
Okay.
talks about a couple brothers from New York who lost
Uh-huh.
their queens to childbirth when it was 100% preventable. And
Um.
60% of C-sections and deaths during childbirth and labor are preventable. If we
Mm-hmm.
are looking at ancient indigenous ways of childbirth and delivery, these things are preventable. And going into these white spaces, they're looking at childbirth from a Western point of view. And so it's super important. I encourage everybody to watch that show. It's gonna pull at your heartstrings, but it's very necessary.
Hey, thanks for calling in. Make sure you email me, all right? We're gonna do the show
I
this month,
will.
guaranteed, all right? All
Grateful. Thank
right,
y'all.
take care. All right, peace. Yeah, that's a very important topic. Just real quick, I'm very glad that sister called in. Um, when I was in the hospital with my queen giving birth to my son, a black Caribbean nurse admitted to us that she admitted to us all types of shit because she seen we had that revolutionary spirit in us and we was denying certain things. So when you see that, you just start you got something inside of you. You want to let it out, but you can only let it out to a certain vibration. So when she seen me and my queen coming in and how we was moving and acting, she needed to let something out. What she did tell us, one thing that was real, she told us a lot of things. One thing she told us that was real fucked up. She was like, she could tell when the black, first of all, she could tell, she said the black women, they give a lot more C-section. She said the doctors, man, they make miracles happen when it comes to other races in terms of vaginal canal. But when it comes to black women up C-section, she was like, yo, when the weekend come, the doctors, they make money, they go on vacations, they go golfing. If a woman is time to give birth, oh, C-section, they don't have time for this 8, 9, 10 hour delivery. So she like, when she see a woman about to give birth, she gonna get a C-section. This nigga's going to so and so to golf this weekend. Like she told us, man, they grimy. They grimy with this shit. They give you a C-section because they want to go to dinner, because they want to go golfing, because they got a vacation they planning, skiing. Nigga, you better know what you up against. I went in there knowing who I had to be, what I had to be, whatever, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And but listen, it is what it is. I'm definitely gonna do that show this month with the doulas. The doulas hit me up. If the doulas, I'm gonna post this again. The doulas, if you are a doula, I'm writing my email right now. You are a doula. Yeah. Doulas hit me up. RichardMarried@yahoo.com. We're gonna do a show about childbirthing this month before September's out. All right. We are going to do a show about childbirthing this month. All the doulas hit me up. I'm going to have a panel of doulas. We're going to have a panel discussion. This is what we need as a community. We're going to figure this shit out and we're going to continue to grow. I ain't got all the answers, but I got part of it. Just like, hold on, when is Holy Ghost 3 dropping? Cambada's going to be on next week. We're going to be talking about that. Cambada will be on next week. We will talk about that. All right? We got information on that next week. I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you're interested. So thank you. People have been asking about that. All right. Thank you. All right, family. I'm about to get out of here, man. What do you think about Solar Flare? Somebody said, man, you already know.